I want to ask a question. Actually, somebody asked a really good question. I can't take credit for it. Daryl asked, what do you suggest to folks that can't afford training classes? They can't afford to go to classes.
Okay. So couple things. Number one, really look at what you're spending your time or money on and prioritize first off. So I've got to look seriously at myself. There may be those rare cases. Now, if I do that and I'm not eating out and I'm not, going to the movies every weekend and I don't smoke and drink and spend money on that or tobacco or whatever, I'm not buying the newest iPhone. I'm actually prioritizing my money. Usually a lack of funds is your spending issue and not a priority issue and not a real lack of funds. But that could exist. So let's say it does. After I say all that, it exists. Look for Groupons. Many of the gyms will give a Groupon. Extreme Couture's running Groupons before that are $99 for 3 months. Total, $99. One time, pay $99, you can train for 3 months. So Groupons are a big thing. There are so many free resources online now that if you can't find access to material by some of the best guys in the world, over at PFC training, which is where I do my police and military training, when social media first started to pop, we're Neanderthals. We're like stone people. We want to write stuff down. We don't even
Right.
Yeah, we're not computer literate. You were making fun of some guy before the show offline, and I'm going, he's talking about me. He doesn't know it, but he is. So I'm not social media. But what we thought, well, if we put it out there, no one will want to train with us because they could just take it for free. What actually happens is if you start to partake of that stuff, you actually want to go and do it.
It enhances the process.
And it's better for me because guys will watch me and they'll go, yeah, I want to train with him. So I put out free stuff all the time, constantly now, because it's advertising.
Yeah.
It's advertising. Why am I on this show? It's not because I fought in the UFC. It's because of what I'm doing day to day, and that allows me to be informed that I'm very grateful for. So you have that online content that you can seek out. That's an option. Work a little more. I've never had one job. I'm a cop. I'm a full-time cop. I've never had I only worked this job as an adult.
It's funny. I had, a lot of people have made this suggestion. I say to folks, I don't know a gym in America. If you walked in there and walked up to a coach, okay, and you said, listen, I don't have a lot of money. I'd like to train a couple days a month or whatever. This is what, because usually if you don't have a lot of money, I would hope your schedule doesn't permit you to train a lot, right? Because hopefully you're working and you know what I mean? So you say, hey, I can only train 4 times a month or 5 times a month, but I don't have a lot of money. And if you approach it the right way with any coach and you say, I'll do anything. I'll fling trash.
Yep.
If I have to. I'll do the mats. There's not a coach in America that wouldn't look at you, whether it was you, I know you, Casey, I'll even speak for Chris Engel, I'll talk anybody. You go out to them and you say, hey, look, I'll clean the mats at the end of the day. You know what they'll probably more than likely say? They'll probably say, listen, if you'll do that or, come when you get money in your bank account, we'll talk. Come train, we'll give you 3 months or we'll give you a month, get on your feet, figure it out. There's no one that'll turn you away.